DC the beat man. DC the beat man.
So epic. What's up, everybody? It's your favorite show, Get a Bucket. I'm your host, Trent, as usual. Hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful day. And as you can see, we got my girl Naomi on the screen now. Naomi, how's everything with you?
Hello, I'm doing great. Glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Appreciate you. I gotta say that is the cleanest background I have seen on the screen thus far outside of mine. Like that is smooth, bro. Like, hey, I might have
here. Take care of some adult business here, and we're chilling in the free time while we're doing so.
I appreciate you for sharing a little time. I appreciate you. So look, just for the record, right? We were talking about before the technical difficulties. We were talking about the storm. But you brought to my attention that you said you looked at the Dallas Wings.
Let me tell you, that Dallas squad, they got some dogs in their team. They just have a couple of core big name players on their squad, and then
they have a couple of what?
Squad of big names on their team. I don't know if they all play at once. I haven't seen them play together, and then what they're bringing in on top of that.
So look, I'm about to say let me just I'm pulling up the roster right now for the people so that way they can see it.
Okay,
so right now off the break we got, and this is my starting five: Arike, Diamond, Natasha. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and highlight my starting five now. You know what I mean? And then I was about to say Sato, there we go. And then Tierra McCowan.
Or Tierra, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say Tierra McCowan. Now the bench, I think Tierra wins that lineup. I think Tierra wins that one. Now the bench for me, it's going to be interesting what Crystal and Kalani do. But Alok and Charlie though, they have tremendous potential. They got drafted not too long ago, 1 and 2 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so. I got to see what they do. And the craziest thing is they have not gotten enough playing time. And I think with this team, they actually could get some playing time, some valuable experience. Sato Sabali's health factor is questionable for me too, because she has had an injury-riddled career up to this point. So they got a lot of things to work with on this team, though. I was telling my boy Devin they're going to be pretty solid. They could remind me of the Pistons team in 04 when they beat the Lakers. And that following season, they actually could have gotten Carmelo Anthony. And it's funny because this season, they are really positioned nicely in the draft. They have 3 of the top 11 picks. So when you factor all of that in too, the Wings are looking pretty nice. That's why I tell people they can rival the Liberty or the Aces. It's not just a 2-team league right now.
2004. Is that when? I could be way off. Is that before or after when Chauncey?
That's when we had. Yeah, that's when Chauncey Billups was on the team, and they beat Karl Malone and Gary Payton when we acquired them on the Lakers.
Okay, I just had to make sure.
And again, the reason why I say the Pistons, Arike and Chauncey, that could or could not be a fair comparison. I think Natasha Howard could give me Rasheed Wallace-like capabilities, you know what I'm saying? That stretch 4, not a girthy type big, but enough girth to man the 4 spot down. Tierra McCowan. I don't necessarily want to say Ben Wallace, but Ben Wallace had to go up against Shaq, and you got to go up against John Quayle or Asia Wilson potentially. So I'm giving her that comparison. Exactly, big body. Now Ben was undersized, but for a position's sake, we're gonna slide it to it for this one. Sato Sabali, lanky like Tayshaun Prince. Yep, good point. So again, there's some similarity. And then Diamond DeShields, Rip Hamilton. I think Diamond DeShields really can come off the screen and hit that mid range quite nicely.
That's what I'm thinking about that.
So I'm thinking the
There's just so
Pistons is a
many
nice comparison.
scores. They got so
Exactly.
many scores in their front line, bench too, because you got to think about who they're bringing in. They're bringing in that Zergeist girl.
Potentially.
The
We'll
mock
see
right
how
now.
that. We'll see how it's shaped.
The way the mock goes right now, they got 2 guards coming in within the first round. If I looked at it correctly, that's if that coach is creative and plays that well, that's a lot of buckets right there.
I forget
In your
the
core.
other. There were a couple forwards that the Wings could actually draft because again they're getting the number 3 pick and the number 5 pick, and then they're getting
Right.
the number 11 pick. So they could draft
Right.
2 forwards like if they really want to, and then I don't know what
And
the
one
11
big,
pick is.
it'd be a big. I think from what I saw in the mock, that girl, she's like 6'6".
On the 11th?
She's coming from Iowa State. She's 6'6". Another big.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. They got Suarez going to the Mystics, which I like. Yeah, Suarez I like going to the Mystics, and then they got Jordan Horston. They have her going to the Wings out of Tennessee.
That's what it is. The girl from Tennessee. Okay, that's crazy. She's also another diamond type of, a good 3 mid range. I'm pretty sure she can shoot from behind the arc too, but I don't want to misspeak. Yeah, that's a crazy squad, but
I think she was respectable. I gotta check that. I wouldn't. I saw the highlights, and I gotta say I like the fact that they were bringing her in because I think she's someone who can learn after Diamond to Shield. She gives me that type of vibe.
Yeah.
Like her game seems to be comparable, so I think that's somebody who could actually mentor her. So we're talking about for the future too. Yeah, exactly, like someone to build off of. So I like the Wings this year. I really do. And again, that's not biased. That's genuine like appreciation for the Wings because they're looking pretty scary. Like this starting 5 is solid as hell. Solid.
I like it for sure. I'm good with them. We can skip next to you mentioned the Minnesota. I think you're right on that one too. With just if Diamond goes how she goes, with just Diamond coming in, I think that's a.
You think something? You think something solid out in Minnesota, or you think they
pull up the roster?
Let me see.
I'm pretty certain when I was skimming it over, I was like, okay. Depending on how it meshes together, I got them and one other squad that I want to throw out there that I'm.
The Fever.
God damn! You want to go down all the teams? I love it. All right, so hold on. Let me pull them up real quick.
This is awesome. Thank you for having me. Always with it. Always about it. I hope people enjoy the conversation and have similar or maybe even opposing views. And I also hope that we didn't I didn't inherently or without knowing disrespect any player because
it is what it is.
As a fan.
It is what it is. If so, that just means they got to change their opinion. It is what it is. They can treat it with a grain of salt.
I did not know you guys were still here. As you can see, we're at the back end of the show. No pun intended, but look, hope you all enjoyed it. And before you go, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow the IG account, share the content to anybody who's anybody. And most importantly, leave your thoughts and comments below. But I got to go back and play Buddy in 2K, so let me unmute him real quick. Excuse me. Hey, boss, I'm back. Nah, you better catch this word. You know we get buckets around here, kid.